Hey team, let's talk about leadership as discernment, productive disruption, and de-implementation. All of this came from a really prickly discussion in our Leadership and Pictures membership live back in May. So many changes are coming into play across the world at the moment in education. Countries that we're leading have fallen somewhat from the heights of the top 10 to lower in the OECD ranks. Others are more vocal and push their tools and pathways forward. And then there are the quiet achievers. New Zealand has had a change of government, and there are huge rumblings and dramatic voices indicating that changes are near. We've seen a wave of structured literacy and the science of teaching or reading or learning flying into our education inboxes and across social media. Publishers love these waves. They rub their hands together and jump into the publication and branding mode. We are then overrun with new programs, resources, salespeople, and directions on how we should teach and what and when, all to the benefit of the publishing industry. What all of this calls for is leadership. Leadership that is well read and has the depth of knowledge and pedagogy. Has leadership that understands how children learn, the impact that teaching has on learning. Leadership that understands classroom dynamics and the demands and limitations of being a teacher working with the unpredictable measures of 30 students each day. Leadership that is current in curriculum expectations, while connected and understanding of the communities they work in. Education leaders today need a different skill set. Discernment, the ability to interrogate new pedagogy and resources to work out what fits and aligns with their learners and their needs. Productive disruption, the ability to embrace new thinking, to go deep and to learn what it is all about, to question their status quo, and to know deeply why they have things in place, to disrupt their practice and to confirm thinking. Then, alignment and the ability to de-implement, the ability to and courage to prune things back, to avoid the temptation of grabbing the latest thing and to undo some practices because they no longer serve what they set out to do. We hear stories of the impact of new programs, resources and tools, and it calls to question, is it the tool or is it the explicit focus being given to the practice and to the learner? We need to pay attention to measure the right things. The message here, don't go in blind. Change happens sometimes when only refinement or improvement is needed. Go slow. Know your why, ask questions, be brave enough to challenge and wise enough to learn.